Stop what you're doing right now. The next statement I'm about to share was suppressed in multiple scientific studies because of its power. The reality you see is a complete illusion, and today we're going to prove it. Dr. Joe Dispenza has documented over 3,000 cases of impossible healings using a quantum method that conventional science tries to discredit. In the next minutes, I'll reveal the 3 forbidden techniques that literally allow you to reprogram physical matter. And the third secret is so powerful it's been hidden for millennia. Imagine waking up 5 years from now in exactly the same situation you're in today, same problems, same limitations, same frustrations, all because you missed this one chance to understand how reality actually works. The difference between living a life of struggle versus a life of abundance isn't working harder. It's understanding how to apply these 3 quantum techniques we're discussing today. If you've tried manifestation techniques before and felt frustrated with the results, it's not your fault. What no one told you is that 99.9% of reality is invisible to your senses. Dr. Joe Dispenza and Gregg Braden independently discovered the same truth. What we perceive as real is merely the tip of the quantum iceberg. Wait, before we continue, I need to check. Are you really present right now? Or are you just listening passively? Do this quick test with me. Look at your palm and breathe deeply for 5 seconds. Feel the difference in your attention? This simple shift in focus has already altered your brain patterns. Keep watching to discover how to use this same principle to manifest concrete results in your life. The third quantum secret discovered by Dispenza contradicts everything we thought we knew about manifestation. I'll reveal it at the end, and it will completely change your perspective. Today, I'll present the exact protocol that participants in Dispenza's workshops used to manifest everything from spontaneous healings to financial windfalls. Don't stop watching now, because in the next 2 minutes, I'll reveal this specific technique that revolutionized your own manifestation ability. When Dr. Joe Dispenza analyzed brain scans from his workshops in Denver, he discovered something that shocked the scientific community. 99.9999% of reality isn't physical at all. It's pure information and energy existing in a field of infinite possibilities. You probably feel like you're sitting in a solid chair right now in a solid room with a solid body. But that's the greatest illusion your mind creates. Stop for a moment and look at your hand. What you're seeing isn't actually solid. If we magnified it 1 billion times, you'd see mostly empty space with patterns of energy vibrating at specific frequencies. This isn't philosophy, it's fundamental physics taught at Harvard and MIT. Michael from Portland discovered this truth in the most unexpected way. After a devastating car accident, doctors told him he'd never walk normally again. His X-rays showed severe spinal damage requiring multiple surgeries with limited recovery potential. Now close and open your hand while thinking energy instead of flesh and bone. Feel the subtle difference? That shift in perception is your first step into quantum manifestation. The Princeton Engineering Anomalies Research Lab spent 28 years proving that human consciousness directly affects physical reality. Their experiments showed that focused intention could influence random number generators at a rate that defied all statistical probability. The odds were literally 1,000,000,000 to 1 against chance. If you're skeptical right now, you're not alone. That's exactly how conventional science reacts to these discoveries. But continue watching, because in the next section, I'll show you irrefutable evidence that will convince even the most logical minds. That uncomfortable feeling you might be experiencing right now? It's the resistance of your brain to information that contradicts everything you've been taught. This discomfort is actually a good sign. It means your neural pathways are being challenged to create new connections. There exists a neural trigger that instantly activates your ability to tap into this quantum field. We'll get to that shortly. You've probably experienced moments when you thought about someone and they called seconds later. Or you needed something specific and it appeared unexpectedly. These aren't coincidences. They're moments when you accidentally tapped into the quantum field. Think of this field like America's internet infrastructure, invisible yet connecting everything. Just as every website exists as potential until you click on it, your possible futures exist as potential in this field until you click on them with your focused attention and emotion. Dr. Dispenza discovered that most people access this field randomly and unconsciously. But his patients in Seattle who learned to access it intentionally experienced 43% faster healing than control groups receiving identical medical treatment. The first quantum secret is this. Your attention is a focusing mechanism for universal energy, like a laser beam cutting through the noise of everyday reality to select which possibility becomes your physical experience. Keep watching to discover the main mistake 96% of people make when trying to manifest. It's probably not what you think. Using Dispenza's techniques to direct his attention to the quantum field, Michael visualized perfect healing daily for 20 minutes, creating intense emotions of gratitude as if his healing had already occurred. Within 6 months, he not only walked normally but completed a 5K run. His doctors called it medically unexplainable. His MRI scans showed regeneration that should have been impossible according to medical science. But accessing the field is just the beginning. The second quantum secret is even more powerful. As Dr. Braden discovered while studying ancient texts at Mesa Verde, there's a specific brain state that amplifies this connection by 5x. A state modern neuroscience has only recently been able to measure. Your brain is the most sophisticated quantum receiver in the known universe, but most people never learn how to tune it properly. That mental chatter you experience daily, the worries, the planning, the analyzing, it's creating static that blocks your manifestation power. You're not alone. 97% of people live their entire lives without ever experiencing true brain coherence. When Sarah, a school teacher from Minnesota, first tried the coherence technique I'm about to share, she called it like turning down the volume on life's chaos. Within 3 weeks, job opportunities appeared unexpectedly, relationship tensions resolved effortlessly, and she won a community award she hadn't even applied for. Take 5 seconds right now to notice your thoughts. Are they scattered or focused? This awareness alone begins the coherence process. Dr. Dispenza's brain scans from his Colorado workshops revealed a startling pattern. When we're stressed or focused on problems, our brains become fragmented and chaotic, what neuroscientists call desynchronized beta wave activity. This fragmented brain state makes manifestation impossible, like trying to tune a radio while changing stations. The participants who combined these techniques experienced a phenomenon that science struggles to explain, and I'll show exactly how to replicate this in the next few minutes. Your brain is like the New York Philharmonic Orchestra, 86 billion neurons that need to play in harmony. Stress and daily problems make it sound like each section is playing a different song, creating internal noise that drowns out your intentions. What Braden and Dispenza independently discovered is how to make the orchestra play in perfect harmony. That zone you occasionally slip into where time seems to disappear? Maybe while playing music, creating art, or during the perfect golf swing. That rare state wasn't just focus. Your brain had entered quantum coherence. Imagine accessing that state on demand for manifestation. Quick question, have you ever been so absorbed in something you love that you completely lost track of time? That wasn't just concentration, that was your brain entering the exact state needed for manifestation. Here's how to achieve this coherent brain state in 3 simple steps. First, focus on your breath for 60 seconds, inhaling for 5 counts and exhaling for 5 counts. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, calming the fight or flight response that creates mental static. Second, direct your attention to the space between your eyebrows while maintaining this breath. This stimulates the pineal gland, which Dispenza found crucial for quantum connection, what ancient traditions called the third eye. Third, ask yourself, who am I beyond my thoughts? And rest in that spacious awareness for at least 2 minutes. This creates a gap between your thoughts where quantum connection occurs. Don't stop watching now, because in the next section, I'll reveal how to amplify this brain state by combining it with something 5,000 times more powerful. When practiced for just 5 minutes, EEG scans at the Dispenza lab showed remarkable changes. Your brain waves shift from erratic beta waves, 12 to 38 Hz, to coherent alpha, 8 to 12 Hz, and theta states, 4 to 8 Hz. The same patterns observed by NASA scientists studying optimal performance states in astronauts. This coherent state creates what neuroscientists call phase synchronization, where billions of neurons fire in coordinated patterns, creating a powerful electromagnetic field that extends beyond your skull and begins interacting with the quantum field around you. Most meditation teachers are accidentally teaching you techniques that block manifestation. I'll explain why in a moment. You probably think the brain is the most powerful manifestation tool in your body. It's not. Dr. Braden discovered something at the Great Salt Lake experiments that generates a field 5,000 times stronger than the brain, and it's been right in your chest the entire time. Your heart generates the most powerful electromagnetic field in your body, a field that directly communicates with the quantum reality around you. Ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be right? Or felt instantly drawn to or repelled by someone you just met? That wasn't your imagination. It was your heart's electromagnetic field reading information invisible to your five senses. James, a business owner from Austin, was facing bankruptcy after the pandemic devastated his restaurant chain. Using the heart coherence technique I'm about to share, he began making decisions from a completely different state. Solutions I never would have thought of just appeared in my mind, he explained, and people who could help showed up at exactly the right moment. Place your hand over your heart right now and take one deep breath. Feel that? The subtle warmth? That's your heart field responding to your attention. At the HeartMath Institute in California, researchers made an astonishing discovery that revolutionized our understanding of human energy. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field that extends up to 10 feet around your body, measurable with magnetometers typically used in advanced physics laboratories. You might be wondering, if this field is so powerful, why haven't I heard about it before? The answer will surprise you and explain why most manifestation methods fail. This field isn't just metaphorical. It's measurable with specialized equipment developed at Stanford University. What Dr. Dispenza found is that this field literally communicates with other people and the quantum field itself, transmitting information through electromagnetic frequencies that affect everything around you. That feeling of being in the flow, where everything seems to work out effortlessly, that's what happens when your heart and brain fields synchronize, and it's exactly what we're aiming to create consistently. Your heart functions like the Empire State Building's broadcast antenna. It's constantly transmitting your emotional state into the field around you, affecting everyone and everything within that radius. When you feel gratitude, love, or excitement about your vision, you're broadcasting at a frequency that attracts similar experiences through quantum resonance. Keep watching because in the next 90 seconds, I'll show you how to generate the exact heart frequency that makes manifestation virtually automatic. Let's try something for just 20 seconds that thousands in Dispenza's workshops have experienced. Place your hand over your heart, close your eyes, and recall a moment of pure joy or love from your life. Make it as vivid as possible. Feel that? The warmth spreading through your chest? That's your heart field expanding and shifting into a coherent state. Dr. Braden measured this field with sensitive equipment during his workshops in Mount Shasta, showing that in this state, the heart's rhythm becomes perfectly ordered, creating what scientists call cardiac coherence, a sine wave pattern that dramatically amplifies your manifestation power. To generate heart coherence in 60 seconds, place your hand on your heart and breathe deeply into that area. As you inhale, imagine drawing in feelings of appreciation or gratitude for something specific in your life. On the exhale, feel these emotions radiating outward from your heart in all directions. Continue for at least 6 breaths. The key is genuine feeling, not just thinking about gratitude but actually feeling it. Olympic athletes across America now use this technique before competitions to enter peak performance states. The U.S. military has implemented similar protocols for elite forces to maintain calm under extreme pressure. The gratitude techniques you've been taught are likely blocking your manifestation. Here's why. Most people practice surface gratitude, mentally listing things they're thankful for. But without the emotional component, it's like trying to power your home with disconnected solar panels. In controlled studies at the University of Arizona, participants who practiced heart coherence showed a 240% increase in the hormone DHA, which enhances immune function and cellular repair. Their cortisol levels dropped by an average of 23%, and their heart rate variability patterns, a key indicator of emotional resilience, improved dramatically. Don't miss what's coming next. I'm about to reveal the complete Dispenza-Braden protocol that combines all 3 secrets into one powerful manifestation system. Now that you understand brain coherence and heart coherence separately, we're ready for the most powerful part. Let's combine these elements into Dr. Dispenza and Braden's complete manifestation formula, the protocol that consistently produces what most people would call miracles. When you align your brain waves with your heart rhythm, you create a synergistic field that literally bends reality around you. You've probably experienced moments when everything seemed to click, when opportunities appeared out of nowhere and obstacles dissolved without effort. These weren't random lucky streaks. They were moments when your heart and brain accidentally synchronized. Lisa from Chicago applied this protocol to her dream of becoming a published author. After years of rejection letters, she began visualizing readers being moved by her writing while feeling profound gratitude. Within 3 months, she experienced a chance meeting with a publisher at a coffee shop, leading to her first book deal. The synchronicities were mind-blowing, she reported. Take 5 seconds right now to notice the difference between thinking, "I want success," versus feeling the emotion of already being successful. That distinction is everything. What happens when you combine a coherent brain with a coherent heart field? According to Dr. Dispenza's research at his workshop in Sedona, Arizona, 3 things happen simultaneously. First, your brain waves synchronize with your heart rhythm, creating what Braden calls heart-brain entrainment, a state where these 2 powerful electromagnetic generators work in perfect harmony. Second, your personal field becomes coherent enough to affect the quantum field around you, creating what physicists call phase conjugation, where your energy patterns can influence quantum particles. Third, your perception shifts from particle, material objects, to wave, energy and potential, allowing you to perceive opportunities and solutions that were always there but previously invisible to your senses. What I'm about to share may seem too simple to be this powerful, but that's exactly why most people miss it. The complexity we've been taught to expect is actually what blocks true manifestation. Here's the complete 3-step protocol that combines Dispenza and Braden's most powerful techniques for quantum manifestation. Start with 2 minutes of coherent breathing to calm the mind and nervous system. Focus on your breath entering and leaving your nostrils until your thoughts slow down. Count your breaths if needed to maintain focus. Then transition to 5 minutes of heart coherence by focusing on feelings of gratitude, appreciation, or joy while breathing through your heart area. The key is to generate real emotion. Not just think about what you're grateful for but actually feel it deeply. Finally, spend 8 minutes in what Dispenza calls becoming the quantum observer. Visualize your desired outcome as if it's already happened, while maintaining that elevated heart-centered emotion. Use all your senses, see it, hear it, feel it, taste it, smell it. That skeptical voice in your head right now saying, "This seems too simple." That's not your intuition. That's your analytical mind trying to protect you from disappointment. But think about it, has complexity ever really solved your problems? What's the difference between someone who gets amazing results and someone who doesn't? Dr. Dispenza analyzed data from over 10,000 participants and found one critical factor that predicted success with 96% accuracy. The people who created the strongest emotions about their visualization succeeded 10x more often than those who simply visualized without emotion. It's not about how long you practice but how deeply you feel during the practice. Stay with me for the next 60 seconds, because I'm about to reveal the final element that Dr. Dispenza calls the miracle factor. The element that separates occasional manifestation from becoming a consistent creator of your reality. Think of the quantum field like America's largest delivery service. Your coherent intention is placing the order, but your emotion is providing the delivery address. Without the emotion, it's like ordering without providing your address. It never arrives. For health applications, visualize your body in perfect health while feeling deep gratitude for this healing as if it's already complete. See your cells glowing with vitality. For relationships, feel the deep connection and love you desire as if it's already yours. Experience the emotions of having that perfect partner or healed relationship now. For financial abundance, generate the genuine feeling of security and freedom that money provides. Rather than focusing on the money itself, feel how it feels to be financially free. Most law of attraction teachers tell you to focus on what you want. This is precisely backward. The quantum field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you're being. This distinction is why most manifestation attempts fail. Now let's put it all together and reveal the final element that separates occasional manifestation from becoming a consistent creator of your reality. The element that turns quantum manifestation from an occasional practice to a way of life. Let's quickly review the 3 quantum secrets we've covered. First, the quantum field is the invisible 99.9% of reality where all possibilities exist. The field from which all physical matter emerges. Second, brain coherence is the doorway to accessing this field intentionally, creating the neural synchronization that allows quantum connection. Third, heart coherence is the magnetic attractor that brings your vision into reality. The emotional broadcaster that pulls possibilities into your experience. But there's one final element that both Dr. Dispenza and Gregg Braden emphasize above all others: consistency. In Dr. Dispenza's workshops at Niagara Falls, the participants who practiced daily for 21 days saw 5x better results than those who practiced occasionally. This 21-day threshold appears in both Braden's research and in studies from Rutgers University on habit formation. It's the minimum time needed to create new neural networks. Before I share the final implementation steps, let me ask you, what would your life look like 90 days from now if you actually applied this knowledge consistently? Take 5 seconds to really imagine that. I challenge you to commit to this protocol for just 21 days, the same period that thousands have used to transform their reality. For the first week, you'll likely experience more synchronicities and coincidences, small signs that the field is responding to your coherent state. During the second week, expect to notice shifts in your emotional baseline, feeling more optimistic and centered regardless of external circumstances. By the third week, many people report tangible manifestations beginning to appear: opportunities, relationships, and resources that align with your quantum template. In the comments below, share which of the 3 quantum secrets resonated most with you. Your sharing helps others understand these principles more deeply. Remember what Dr. Braden discovered in those ancient texts: the feeling is the prayer. Your emotions are creating your reality right now. Whether you realize it or not, you've been using these quantum principles your entire life. The only difference is that now you'll be doing it consciously and intentionally. Your quantum journey starts today. Wow, you've tapped into the law of attraction. Feel that positive energy? This video found you for a reason. Let's amplify it together. Subscribe to manifest more life-changing content. Like to send positivity back to the universe. Share with someone you care about. You'll both benefit. Comment below with your thoughts or questions. Your engagement grows our community. Next video, I'll reveal a secret to manifest desires faster. Don't miss it. Join our vibrant community of manifestors. Let's co-create an incredible reality together. Your journey to unlimited abundance starts now. I believe in you.